Welcome or welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're in the woods and we're going to take some pictures. So like I've just said, basically we're in the woods, we've got Alfie with us and we're going to be taking some pictures today. I have got a cool new little tool which will let you see exactly what I'm seeing through the camera lens. I can also show you the pictures that I've taken. So what we're going to do is we're at this woodland that's really actually quite busy, as in there's loads of stuff in it, not people, just stuff. There's loads and loads of fallen trees, fallen logs. Some of them have got quite busy backgrounds. So we're going to look today at getting great pictures in camera, not after editing, not at the end of everything. We want to make sure that coming out of the camera, they are as solid as they can be so that when we edit them, we just have to finish them off. For today, I'm going to be using the 70-200 2.8 lens because it gives you guys a better view of what I'm doing. I can zoom out and then zoom in to get the shot for you, which should help to make it as stable as possible. I hope you get a lot from this video. If you haven't already, please do press the subscribe button and click the bell icon. The bell icon will help you out because it gives you a notification every single time I upload a video. I upload every week and sometimes more than that if I feel like it. Please also share this video with your friends because that would be nice. So we're just going to walk around, find a object that we can shoot on, and then we will begin this session today. I hope you like it. At the moment my settings are as they are on the screen, so at the moment we can't see anything, but our shutter speed is super high, so we'll bring that right down. We've got a 70-200 lens with us which has image stabilization, so I can go quite low on that. I want to be down at 2.8 and then probably will increase my ISO to make up the middle difference that we need. So let me just go ahead and push that up a bit. That should give us a pretty good exposure, and if you're ever in doubt, on the Sony cameras, you can always have your histogram showing. So at the moment you can see that it's more in the underexposed region, but it is still not pressed up against the left-hand side. If our shutter speed was higher, the data then gets pressed to the left, and therefore we're completely underexposed. If we go the other way, we're now super overexposed. Although the perfect is in the middle, for us it's not going to be realistic to get that in this woodland, and therefore we just do the best we can. Let's get a ball, get a dog, and shoot. Up, steady. Down. Down. Good, wait. Lie down. So we've got him in position, and then it's up to me to frame this. Lie down, puppy. So I'm going to be on the floor, getting very muddy and very wet and very cold. Oh, it's very squidgy. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that we do have the foreground interest in the shot, but I'm going to frame it up so that he is in one side, rule of thirds, right? And then I make sure that my focus point is activated, and I just want to, wait in puppy, just want to make sure I've got a good setup, down, down, good. So I'm okay with this. Do you see how the light is really bright behind? We have to be careful that we don't overexpose that. So I'd rather go slightly under and be able to pull that back. If you notice how the IAF is grabbing his eye, I'm going to zoom out a little bit because this is actually too tight for me. Ideally, I should just move back, but never mind. Nice. Down. Good. Down. Wowee. Good. Okay. Good boy. Thank you. I should have said, guys, beforehand that squeaky ball warning because there's going to be squeaks in this video. So if you've got a dog that's sensitive to noise, protect their ears. So let's look at some of the pictures that we've just taken there. So if you see these pictures of Alf, we check the focus, make sure that the focus is good and the focus is fine. Let's zoom in more. So we can see super, super sharp. Everything looks beautiful. And yeah, those images are absolutely fine. I'm really happy with those. Let's go find a new location and we'll do it all over again. Wait, so I might need to move his feet further to the left, right, further to the right. But we will see what we get. Lie down. Good. He's not used to me having my head up, so it's very strange for him. So if you see my focus point is over to the upper right third. Good boy, wait. And it's a bit too bright for me behind, so I'm just going to take a couple with a slightly lower exposure, but that's fine. So I've got this foreground interest in, I've got all of the ivy, working with it, not against it, and we've got my little onion in there. So that's a pretty good shot. So in terms of these images that we've got here, that's great. So that's framed on all three sides. We'll check the focus because it's important it's on the closest eye, which it absolutely definitely is. So that is absolutely fantastic, and we'll go find somewhere else. So we've just found this log, which is going to get squished at some point by other trees that we've got in here. It's got a good end on it that's really quite interesting. I might just clean up that a little bit by moving some of the ivy vines. It'll probably break quite easily, so we'll have to be careful. But actually it's a really nice line. So in terms of this log, what I'm actually looking at specifically is this tree here, because I don't want to have that straight behind like a dog's head. And then this tree here is also a concern because it's quite close in shot. So try and keep them to an absolute minimum, but we'll see what we can do with this log shooting from that direction. And then we might switch around and face the other way because it's a different light on the different direction. So yeah, we'll put him on and we'll see how it looks. Good, wait. So I need to be careful that my lines are good. Good. If I go that way. So it's too dark. Ready. Ready. Steady, ready. Down. Okay, good boy. Oh dearie me. I was just wobbling so much then. Let's have a quick look. Leave. A quick check. Beautiful. Oh, that's so nice. Let's zoom in. So I avoided any trees behind his head. Made sure the focus point was on his eye. Beautiful. He's such a good model. Let's go the other way around and shoot the other way. And we can get some foreground interest in. Need to make sure I'm staying nice and low. Alfie, ready? Good. Waiting. Ready. Lie down. Ready down. There's runners behind us, so he's looking at all sorts of interesting things. So just trying to keep foreground interest in, rule of thirds, making sure he's up, that eye's always up at the upper right or upper left of the shot. Upper left, upper right, sorry, works better. Hide. Waiting. Bad composition from me. Good lad. Ready, hide. Hide. Good. Okay. Wow. Good boy. We got some super cute shots. That was adorable. So check the focus because this could have got his paw really easily. But now it's perfect on his eye. Beautiful. So composition of that is much weaker compared to some of the other shots that we took. So I'll go back to just the standard portraits. So his ears off the shot there, that's rubbish. But that is a much stronger composition, much stronger composition on that one. So you can see that he is absolutely definitely up to that right hand side. Lots of lovely foreground and background interest. The midground's great and he's super sharp. Solid photos, easy to edit, will be perfect. Perfect. To finish up today, basically, we're just going to do one more shot, which is a nice, straightforward, simple one, a nice portrait of a dog. So what we've found is a long, straight, reasonably open pathway, and we're basically going to put him slap bang in the centre of the path to get a nice portrait. This is a super simple shot. Anybody can do this, but it's important to get the angle of it correct. So what we'll do is we'll put him in the right position, and then we will show you exactly what I'm seeing through the camera. Okie doke. So basically, I've left Dan, and I'm going to go ahead and put him in a bit of this path that I think is going to look nice. We might move a little bit further up here because actually I'd rather not have this too close, so we'll put him back. Good boy. And then I'm looking at the floor, so you need to make sure that the floor isn't too distracting. You've not got lots of sticks and stuff, and then when you're quite happy with everything else, you put the dog in the middle of the path. Now for him it's probably easier, Alfie, round under to go into his start line. Wait. and then down. Good boy, wait. So then we'll move quite far back because we're going to be on 200mm and we will shoot this shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get into position, which is a full flat on the floor, lie down. Good boy, wait. And I want to be at 200mm on this lens, and we need to be literally on the floor. So I want the lens on the floor. And we have foreground interest and background interest in shot. Walk on, back up, go back, down, lie down. Good, I just wanted his tail straight. So I'm just keeping those trees behind him lined up. Ready? Down. Nice. So it's just a nice standard portrait. Nothing fancy. And it just does the job. You can see his breath. If I could, I would get the camera lower down, but it's not going to happen. And just make sure your focus point is over the eye, and you take your shot. The histogram's looking good, settings are fine. So we will call that, I think, a day. Okay, good, get it, good boy. So if we look, like, that's a weaker composition than that one, because that one is much more even top and bottom. The foreground interest is great, the background interest is great, the focus is fine, we've got no clipped highlights, no clipped shadows, and the shot is pretty solid. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy with them. Okay, right, I'm gonna get up. I hope that this video has been helpful for you. I'm going to add the afters into this video too. I want you guys to look at locations slightly differently and look at the lines and look at the shapes and look at all of the things that are happening within the scene. Look for things off of the path, because the path's fine, but it's pretty boring. So always look for something different. Move your focus point and make sure the composition is right in camera, not afterwards. So you shouldn't really need to crop much at all, aside from maybe a bit of a straightening. So yeah, try and always get your images right in camera, nice and sharp, well exposed. Everything needs to be a good base for you to then edit on forwards. If you have any questions, please do drop them in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please press the subscribe button and click the bell icon. Bell icon will help you out because it gives you a notification every single time I upload a video. I upload every week and sometimes more than that if I feel like it. Also, please do come and find us on Instagram. I would really love to see you there, and it would be great to have you join our community. So thank you very much, and I will see you again really, really, really soon.